Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a solo playthrough of Emberleaf. This is a 1 to 5 player competitive game with a solo mode, and disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So in Emberleaf, each of you has this little leader meeple that you're going to be moving between these clearings, going along these paths and crossing over these dangerous areas that you can defeat by taking attack actions. You start out with 6 cards in one of 5 decks that are labeled with a letter, like this D deck I'm using here. And on your turn, you'll either be playing these creature cards down onto your board like this, or you'll be sliding them to activate other effects, and eventually when they slide off the board, they come back to your hand. And that'll be getting you resources, it'll let you take those attack actions, and it'll let you move around to the different clearings, where you can build buildings either from your fellowship board here or from a general supply, and that'll let you put your little animal friends in homes that will give you bonuses as you place them. And when clearings become totally filled, or when a bunch of banners have been defeated, then you're going to get one of these trophy tiles, and once all 6 of those have been taken, the game ends. And you want to see who has the most victory points at that point. And there is a solo bot, and I'm playing on hard difficulty. I won my last couple of normal games, although it was very close, so I think hard will probably beat me, but we'll see how I do. So the bot, who's called your sister in the game, starts with some of these favor cards, which are going to give them victory points if you do things or don't do things. So it kind of limits the play of the game for you and how you're going to do. And also, as the game goes along, they're slowly going to reveal cards matching the 5 different building types in the game. Right now, we know that windmills are worth the most victory points for them. So when I build windmills, it's getting them 5 victory points. Whoops. And additionally, it's got its own big deck of action cards that I'm going to be flipping one at a time on its turns to figure out what it does. But let's get to my first turn and see what I want to be doing here. So on your turn, you can take one of these hero cards and you can either put it on an empty space. You can't place it on one of these 2 spots that starts with a building on them. Eventually, if you build those buildings, then you unlock another spot to place your characters. And when I place a card down, I get to resolve any lightning bolt on play ability it has. So like Misty here would let me walk. Russell would let me build a building potentially. Zor would let me attack. Bumbles would also let me build, and then Lila and Azalea will both gather food for me. So that's one option for your turn. You just put the card down and resolve its lightning bolt abilities. And many of those abilities will be based on skill icons, both on your played heroes on your board and also on revealed spots here, and also on spots that have been revealed by building buildings from your fellowship board. So like right now, if I played Lila, she says that I gather 1 food per food icon showing. So she's got 1 herself, and there's 1 revealed here, although if I had a card there, then it would not be. But any resources you get go into these little holding areas here, and that capacity can be expanded if you build this other building from your fellowship. So yeah, building these 2 give you more places to place your people, and they have inherent actions you can take on them. Building this one lets you get more capacity, and building these gives you more icons for food generation and wood generation. This one lets you fight better with those little dangerous area tokens. But let's take a moment and kind of look at where the AI is pushing me this game. In the last game, they really wanted me to fight a lot. This time, it's very different. So they're going to get 10 victory points if I have fewer than 4 trophies, which means I want to be the one to finish clearings, build the last building in them. I want to be the one to finish the last banner in attacking. So that's going to be kind of based on timing. But then look at this. You have fewer than 15 buildings. If I don't build at least 15 buildings, they'll get 10 victory points. They'll also get 5 points per building type I do not have at least 2 of. There are 5 types, so that's already 10 out of the 15 accounted for. And then also 5 points per clearing where I do not have at least 1 windmill. So if I build 2 of every building, that's 10, plus 3 more windmills to cover, 4 more windmills to cover all of the clearings, even though they are getting 5 victory points for every, this is a very weird combination. So they get 5 victory points for every windmill I build, but they get 5 victory points for every windmill I don't build, which does mean that it's kind of a wash because they're going to be getting points for every other kind of building I build as well. So maybe I do build the windmills. But yeah, long story short, if I don't build a lot of buildings, then they're going to get a ton of points here, and I also want to try to jump on some trophies when I can. So when I get a chance to get some more hero cards as I place these little guys in buildings, I probably want to go for ones with resource generation and more build actions, I'm thinking. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let's try to get some food, I think. Although I could also walk to get one of my favors. At the beginning of the game, each player starts with a favor in every clearing except for the starting clearing. And whenever your meeple is there as a free action, you can remove your token to get one of these 5 favor cards that face up. These are little goal cards for yourself at the end of the game. The AI doesn't care about them. So like here's the one I'm kind of looking for, or this one might be good for me. All the rest of these are about war banners, which, as I already said, the AI's goals are kind of pushing me away from. But yeah, here if I get all 5 of my owls and all 5 of my rabbits out on the board, I'll get 8 victory points. Or if I have the most town halls, although that one, how they work when it's like kind of comparison against other players, the AI counts every single building that doesn't have anybody in it, and there are 3 town halls. That's the black building that started on the board. So having the most would probably be tough. But yeah, I think that home 5 owls and 5 rabbits, if I'm going to be building at least 15 buildings, that should be pretty doable. So I could move and grab that. But here, I got another way to do it. If I play Azalea to gain some food, then next turn I can play Lila to get even more food, and then Lila has what's called a charge action to help me walk. I'll explain how that goes, but I actually kind of want Azalea to fall off pretty quickly, I think. So I'm going to put them over here, and I resolve their play ability, gather 1 food per food icon showing, which is 1, 2 from themselves, and 1 here for 3. And you can see I need 4 food and a honey. We all start with 1 honey. It's kind of a weird resource. It's only used to build the buildings from your fellowship board, and it's a little bit tough to come by sometimes. Like, it doesn't have inherent generation in most spots. But yeah, so I need 1 more food to build this or that. Lots of 4 food ones. 4 wood and a honey for either of these, and just 2 honey for that. Good luck. All right, and that is my entire turn, just placing. All right, so now we see what my sister is doing. So on her turn, she first checks if there are 5 or more stamina icons showing in cards that have already been flipped. Clearly, that's not the case right now, but like here, she just played a card that has 1 stamina, and once there were 3, 4, 5 or more showing, instead of taking a regular turn, she would just take a rest turn. But here, she's going to take a regular turn, which means she just resolves whatever these things show. So here, she's going to travel 1 and attack 4. Normally for movement, you have to pay more if you're crossing over a banner as you follow these little paths, but for the AI, they don't care about any of that. When they travel a certain number, they just go that many clockwise. So here they just go straight to that little clearing. Then they attack 4. So my attack actually works the same. You have to have at least as much attack in one go as the little heart value of the thing you're attacking. And then if you beat it, you get to take the banner, which can matter for some victory point things. And you also get this many victory points immediately. So here, blue is defeating the biggest one they can in their clearing. So adjacent to their clearing. They have at least 3. They had 4 attack, and they're getting 3 leaves, which is kept track of over here. And as these leaves reach these little spots around the track, they'll get little bonuses from them. Well, that's it for their turn. Also very fast. Okay, there we go. Lila. I want you to go over here, I guess. And I get to gather 1 food per food showing, which is now 4. So I'm, at max food. Or not max food, I should say, just max capacity in general until I build my boathouse over there. But now, in addition to your main action on your turn, which is either playing 1 card down to your board or sliding every card on your board, which is going to resolve these little, green arrow abilities. Additionally, you can do any number of charge actions, which are these multiplier ones right here. And what this means is I can spend whatever it says, in this case, 1 food from my supply, and that lets me do whatever it says here. Walk 1 per foot, which there are 2 feet currently showing. And I can do that again if I want. Again, this is like a free thing I can do as an additional bonus action on my turn. But once there are 2 food on her, that's what the times 2 means, I can't use her again until she slid far enough to fall off the board, and then these resources go away. I don't get them back. And I could intermix things, so I could move with her little food ability, then I could do my main action for the turn by playing a card or sliding cards, then I could do a different charge ability. So it's very freeform as long as you have the resources to pay. But I actually want to follow blue, I think. So I'm going to walk 2, it said. It takes 1 to walk into a clearing from an adjacent clearing, but it costs 1 extra walk for every banner. So here I'm going to use both of my walks to cross over that and get over here. And I'll take another free action, get rid of my little favor token here, and get the one that I was looking at. I need to home. Yeah, by the way, I hate the grammar of how they're using home here. Like, couldn't they have used like house or settle as a verb? But yeah, I'm homing 5 owls and 5 rabbits to get 8 victory points by the end of the game. And I think that's it for the moment. But at the end of each player turn, you check if either the hero row or the favor row has lost some cards. And if there are any number of cards missing, you get rid of the rightmost also, so it kind of churns through the pile a bit, and then you slide them all down, and you add enough to fill it back to 5. Have the most houses. 3 points per boathouse you have. I don't know if boathouses are valuable for them or not yet. We still have all the banner ones. For now, that's fine. I don't know what I'm really going for. All right, what's my sister up to? Their second stamina. They're going to build a town hall where they are and then draw another card. They're actually going to resolve a second action. When they build something, they just take it from the general supply, and I get to decide where they put it, which only really matters here because I might want to be next to these buildings in case I get to pull more people down on them. And also, whoever puts a building here gets a free honey for using those buildings from your board, so I'm definitely going to want to get that. They don't put an animal on this. It's not really doing anything. I guess if I had taken the have the most town halls thing, it would have been a problem. Well, except I guess the big thing it's doing is it is getting closer to finishing a clearing, which is going to get us one of those trophy tiles and get the game 1/6 of the way closer to being done. All right, and they're also going to travel to and build a market. Travel to brings them over to this one. And they'll build a market. Again, I don't want to cover up that nice honey spot there. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to do something when they defeated the war banner. Whenever a player defeats a war banner, you slide this little token down to one of the options and gain those resources immediately. The AI doesn't do that. They don't really care. They just slide it down to wherever. But when it reaches all the way down here, that's when the person who actually moved it down there gets a trophy. And then you get rid of all the banners on the board and put out tougher banners. So yeah, this is one down towards the thing. Again, I want to, if possible, like slide in and grab a banner before they get a chance later. But besides that, them getting banners is just getting them victory points. That's not too big a deal to me. All right, it's back to me, and let's go ahead and build. I think I have a few ways to do this. So I could play, oh, and I don't have any wood to use his ability, but I could put him down and spend a wood to build one. And then this little blue icon here is an ongoing power. As long as he's on the board, I get this benefit. So here, whenever I home a rabbit, which is something I want to do, I would gather stone. But, yep, sadly, I don't have any wood to use that. This is a weird deck, I gotta say. Oh, Misty, I guess, gets me some wood. Most of the decks I've played A, B, and C at this point have very consistent, like, generation of wood and food in their base hand. I really want to try to get somebody that gets me wood as quickly as possible, because I'm not going to beat some of those building a bunch. But either way, for now, I'm going to play Bumbles, who lets me build one when I first put him down, and build one again when he slides off. And, that would get me more wood generation, but I don't have anybody who actually uses that yet. So I guess I'll get more food generation. I don't want to attack right now. So I'm building a market. That costs me 4 food and 1 honey, leaving me with 2 food. And I'll now have 2 more food icons for both Lila and Azalea. Man, this is weird. Look, I'm looking at the E deck, the only one I haven't played yet, and they also have one person who gets food when you play them and one person who gets wood when you play them. So D is like the only weird deck. Well, see if I can make it work. All right, how does building work? So I put my market anywhere in my current clearing. I'm going to cover that up to get a honey back so I can build another thing for my board soon. Then I get to home the leftmost animal of my choice. The mice will get you some wood and give you bonuses for wood. The owls are all about combat and making combat easier. The rabbits give you a mix of stuff, and the frogs are kind of like the mice. They're all about food, though. I needed to do, what was the thing I took? 5 owls and 5 rabbits. And I don't really want to be attacking a lot yet, so let's take the first rabbit. Now, the first one on every track has a little fireplace icon that's going to get me one of the hero cards from the offer to give me more options on my turns. But then they go into more things. So like the next rabbit would give me a stone, the next rabbit would give me another favor card, the ones that give me victory points at the end, then another honey, then victory points based on my biggest neighborhood, buildings all next to each other in one of the clearings. Well, specifically a neighborhood is buildings that are next to each other with my people on it. So right now, this is actually going to matter. Whenever you build a building, or actually whenever you home a animal in general, because sometimes you can put them down, the meeples down on buildings that are just empty, you get 1 victory point based on every contiguously connected building with your people on them. That's called a neighborhood. But you get 1 victory point for every different building in the neighborhood. So here I've got a single market in a neighborhood of 1, so I get 1 victory point. And do I have anybody who can do wood? Puck gets me a bunch of food and stone. Oh, so they just build up on the card, and then whenever they fall off, I get them. Wiglet lets me walk, and whenever I fight, I get a stone. But again, I'm not sure if I'm fighting much this game. Barrel, lets me attack based on food. That's actually not too bad with how much food I can generate right now. I might be able to get some decent attacks to like finish off things. But look at this. Whenever he slides, I can spend 1 food to get 3 wood. I think that's already the winner because I just need some wood, or at least a way to get it. Zara attacks and moves, and yeah, they're basically the same, except different numbers of icons. Okay, so I'll go ahead and take that. They just go to my hand. And remember, no cards ever go away. They'll just, go on the board and then slide off and come back to your hand and get played again. So it's just giving me more options for the rest of the game. And then at the end of my turn, just like the other track, I get rid of the rightmost person, and we see some new options. Another guy who gathers food. I don't need that much food. All right, how about sister? She's up to 4. She travels to me, so she goes straight to my clearing and builds a town hall there. Yeah, thank God I didn't take that have the most town halls space, because that would have been impossible. All right. So 2 more buildings would get a trophy here, but the chances that she'll stay there and just keep on building is pretty low, so I can probably move. All right, now I do not have enough of anything to actually build something. What if I put Misty down? I don't really need to walk, but I can get the stone, and I can start getting some wood, maybe? Maybe I take my first slide turn so I have Azalea to play. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so when you slide, you start with the top leftmost space. You slide that, you resolve any slide abilities. You also, if it falls off, resolve any drop-off abilities, like Bumbles here. So here I get to walk 1 per foot remaining. Now notice that Azalea's not on the board anymore, so only Bumbles and Lila count. And do I want to walk? I think I do. In case I see a favor card I like, and then I'll be over here where I can get another honey. And that would actually only cost me 1 to walk because the banner is gone, but I'll still not go any farther. Okay, then Bumbles falls off, which would let me build, but I do not have enough resources to build anything. And then Lila moves, but she does not have any arrow ability. And that's my entire turn. Nothing too exciting there. All right, and my sister's at 4, so after this, she should be stopping. She's going to take the 4th hero and then attack for 4. So 4th hero is just counting left to right, and she just discards it. And then at the end of her turn, we will still trash the other rightmost one and move them all to the right and refill. So it all kind of works the same. And then she's attacking just this little 2 guy. And that almost gets us to the 6. Whenever somebody reaches this for the first time on the score track, everybody gets to benefit. In this case, we're going to get rid of all the favor cards, which I don't mind because I don't love them right now. Deal 5 new ones, and then each player gets to take 1, although the AI never really does anything with any of these, so I'll just get to take 1. And this moves down 1, so we're 4 away from the first trophy being awarded. All right, and let's have Azalea, put her down, and I'll be ready to have her slide off again. So I'm immediately getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't even hold that many. I need to get my water thing built. But yes, I'm maxing out on food. So I'm ready to build again. I can use Lila's walking ability again if I need to. And Bumbles is ready to get played to let me build. I don't seem to need the wood production. I don't really need the attack space, except to just have more spots to put on my board. So I might just build like a regular building. Let's see how it goes. And I'm in a clearing with a favor. But yeah, I don't know if boathouses are good yet. I'm probably not going to have the most houses with how the AI works. I don't want any of the banners, so I'm going to wait until hopefully the AI clears everything. Which it's going to do right now because it is resting. It has at least 5 stamina showing. So all these get discarded. It reveals the next thing. So Town Hall is cruddy. This is going to be a multiplier that you're going to see in a second. It gets victory points. So having Town Hall come out early means that it gets a lot. But hey, at least I know not to build Town Halls now, more than I need to. So they reveal that, and then they get the number of victory points equal to all the star values of their favor cards. So there's 4. By the way, this one that's worth more is an advanced favor because I'm playing on hard difficulty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to get that whenever they rest. They're going to flip up another card and then score everything it's showing. So they just get 7 points for free. But hey, at least that means the favor thing's going to trigger. So we get rid of all the favor cards, deal out 5 new ones, and I'm going to get to pick one that hopefully will help me out. Oh, and also Zara should be gone, and I should have refilled the heroes. All right, so I get to take one of these. 3 points per windmill or boathouse, whichever you have fewer of. I already know that I'm probably going to build 5 or 6 windmills. And windmills, by the way, do only cost 4 food to build. I just checked, which is kind of perfect with my weird deck right now. But boathouses cost 4 wood and a stone. That seems like a hard nut to crack. But if I get 6 windmills and use like all my powers to put people out for free to get some boathouses, that would probably be worth at least 9 points. That's not a bad option. And boathouses haven't shown up yet, so we don't know. They could be like the one that's only worth 1 point for the AI, or it could be worth 3 or 2. Oh, sorry, I don't think I said that before. This one's worth 5. The second one revealed is 4. 3, 2, 1. So you slowly find out which buildings are better for you to be building. So I do like that one. Have at least 1 market in exactly 3 clearings. Markets also haven't shown up yet. They cost 4 food and a stone, so not too bad. I think I have ways to get stone. This Zor guy, whenever he slides, I can spend food to gather stone. You have 1 house that touches at least 2 other houses, which is like kind of inherently a dumb way to build stuff. I don't see any groups of like 2 houses just sitting next to each other from the initial placement. Have at least 1 house in exactly 3 clearings, so not more, not less. Oh, and I just realized the market one is the same thing, so if I build too many, I'm messed up. This one is have at least 2 boathouses and 2 markets in the same clearing, which can be challenging because the AI might swoop in and like just finish building stuff. I think for now I am going to get this one. I like this. All right, so as already planned, I want to build a lot of windmills, but I also want to build a lot of Oh, that's right, but though boathouses need so much wood. Well, let's try it out. Okay, and then at the end of a turn, the rightmost gets discarded since somebody took it. And all right. But that rest action was their entire action. So let's go ahead and I want to put Bumbles right here. He might fall off too quickly because I don't think I have much to build. Yeah, if I'm about to spend 4 food and honey, I won't have anything to build yet. Well, unless I go a slightly different way. Although, wait, where's that guy that attacks for food? Maybe I should do that. Although if I do it right now, although I would have 4 attack, because for every 3 food on my supply. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It's not on my supply. It's in my icon showing. So that's better, actually, because I have 3, 6. So I would have 4 attack if I play him later. So yeah, let's go ahead and play Bumbles out and not worry about this. Do I want to build the market or the windmill? I don't really want the attack necessarily, but I do need to build a lot of windmills, and it's nice to have more spots on your board. Or alternatively, I could spend, yeah, it is actually kind of interesting. What if I spend the 4 food here to get just a basic windmill, which only costs 4? I can put it here and get, the honey, which would then get me 2 honey if I wanted to build this town hall thing that gives me more attack for like when I do want to attack and finish off the banners. Okay, what am I going to place? What do I need to do? I need to do all 5 owls and rabbits. And I do actually see another card I like, so let me go and do the owl. So once again, a neighborhood of 1 for 1 victory point. Because yeah, look at this guy, Dusk. He doesn't get me anything when I place him, but every time he slides, I get 2 wood or 2 food or 1 stone. Now, when he falls off, everyone gathers 2 wood, 2 food, or 1 stone. But in the solo mode, the bot totally ignores everyone effects if they don't have any resources, so it has kind of no negative like the card usually would. Well, I just realized I'm in a place with a favor. Do I want to get anything else? Have at least 1 boathouse and exactly 3 clearings. That's not great, right? Kind of goes against this card if I wanted to get more than 3 boathouses. Although I guess if I put several boathouses in the same clearing, it wouldn't mess me up. It's just that I need to have exactly 3 clearings and no more. Now this one is interesting, have exactly 8 favor cards. So you've got 5 of the favor tokens on the board at the start of the game. That gets you 5 cards. You get 1 card for free when you reach that 6th spot on the victory track, as we already saw. And then you get another one here from the rabbits and another one here from the mice. So that is 8. So basically, if I build at least 3 rabbits, which I have to do, if I build at least 3 mice, which I'll probably do, and if I go around and get all my favorites before the game ends, yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm going to grab that one. Why not? That seems like a pretty much free 7 victory points, unless I'm just playing badly. That was from a free action of taking my favorite token in the clearing I'm in. All right, let's trash the rightmost things and push them on down the assembly line. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about the characters I have already. All right, sister, what you doing? Oh, they're just culling favor cards. Oh, and interesting, this one doesn't have any stamina, so it's going to take them longer to rest. So it said favor 4 and 2 go away, and then they also cull that. This doesn't actually get them anything, so it's kind of a wasted turn for them. I don't mind that. There we go. And I wanted to do my attack thing. So let's go ahead and play barrel. So I'm attacking for every 3 food icons showing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm getting 4 attack. Means the best one I can do is this over here for 3, getting me 3 victory points, which gets me one of these. I can already build something that needs the 2 honey, that attacking place, right? So I think the 2 wood is probably the best option. And now 3 more attacks will finish this off. So I do want to get barrel back off or get my other attack people in position to try to get like a little attack to plink that up once the trophy's about to drop. All right, sis. Building a windmill and then shuffling the action deck. Sorry, not those, but all the discards. Now, the building a windmill is kind of annoying because I can, where's my 1 goal? Oh, that's right. She gets 5 points for clearing where I do not have at least 1 windmill. I could put a home on that windmill, but I wanted to use that for the boat houses. And we'll see how it goes. But now there's a bit of a crisis here. If I want to make sure I get the trophy, I'm going to have to move back, which I do have the ability to do, thankfully. Yeah, this will all work out fine. Actually, really, really fine. You'll see in a second. Why is it going to work out fine? Because I can do a slide action. So Azalea moves, and I can walk 1, 2, 3 for the 3 feet there. But I'm just going here. Then Bumbles falls off, and I get to build 1. And yeah, the only thing I can build is the town hall. So now I get +2 swords automatically when I'm doing attack actions. And that's going to finish this off. And I think I'll put the owl on that one, which gives me an extra sword. So I should really be able to kill things when needed if the trophy's about to happen. And that gets me 2 victory points because it's 2 different types of buildings in my little neighborhood here. But I do not trigger the 6 again. That's only when the first player goes past it. And also like when we go all the way around after we get 100 points, which tends to happen, we won't trigger it either. Okay, Lila slides for nothing. Barbell or barrel slides, and I can spend 1 food to get 3 wood. Heck yes, I will. Although I still don't have any stone to build a boathouse, and I don't have any honey to build. Like I really want to get this space opened up to give me more building options, more placement options, or actually build this to get that open. Well, too bad. Okay, but that's it for my turn. Except that a clearing was finished. Ooh, so I could get some stone. So I get to pick one of these. How it works in the competitive game is I get the top thing and everybody else gets the bottom. Here the bot never gets anything from the bottom. They don't really care. So do I want to get a honey? Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to get this one to get 5 victory points and a honey. The bot would get a honey, but they don't get that, which means that I'm now about to be ready to build that boathouse and expand my capacity, which is definitely a good thing. Because I'm just getting so much food whenever I play the food people. All right, nice turn for me. Sister is building a town hall and then drawing a card again. Now, whenever the spot they're trying to build in is already full, they'll just go to the next clockwise one until they find one with an empty spot. So they're going over here, and let's just kind of put it over there in the corner. Then their new card is to take the 5th favor thing, and then they're building a house. They're just filling things up quickly. And what favors just came out when we refilled? Ooh, have at least 3 boathouses. That should happen, because I already want to get a lot of boathouses for that. Have the most windmills will probably also happen with the 1 AI card. So, and have at least, no, I don't want to build town halls. Those are worth 4 victory points each to them. So I think the boathouses one is probably the best I can do, which means also that I probably have a while. I don't need to rush to get it. Oh, what do I want to do? I want to build, right? But not where I am. That's already full. So what can have me walk? Oh, I can use her power. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'll walk 2. Which means I can go down here, or the place is pretty crowded. I think actually here might be the better spot to be, because if I build one here and they build one, I can try to like rush for another trophy. Then for my main play, I'm going to play Bumbles all the way on the left again. There he is. And I'm going to do, 4 wood and a honey to get the boathouse built. So now I can hold 12 resources, much better. And let's see, that would give me 1 more victory point, but this would get me a stone. I kind of want the stone. The victory point would come because I would be in a neighborhood with my owl if I went there. And this time I think I'll do a bunny and get another stone from pulling him off the track. So I got to do all my owls and bunnies at some point. Just talk about stone use for a moment. Townhouses, which I don't really want to build, need a bunch of stone and then 1 each of wood and food. But boat houses and markets each need a stone as well as the 4, whereas houses and windmills just need 4 wood or 4 food. All right, Turtle. Is going to build a boathouse here. Crud. I need to build something so they don't get it right out from under me. They're also going to get rid of a favor, which is have the most war banners. No, thank you. Although they actually haven't gotten very many. In my last few games, they killed a ton of people. It's very random which cards come out. Yeah, so if they get another building card before I get a chance, I'm going to be skunked here. And I don't have enough of anything. I think I got to play Azalea, right? Yeah. I'd kind of rather her come off, even though I'm going to steal one of the food I'm about to get. Okay, so I'm getting 2, 3, 4, 6 food. And now if they don't build on their turn, I'll be able to slide and have Bumbles build when the thing falls off to get the trophy. But that's all going to be chance. Hey, they didn't. Okay, so they're going to travel 1 and attack for 4, and then next turn they'll rest. All right, so they'll travel around here and attack for 4. They're both 2, so I get to choose, and I'll keep the one that's next to me out in case I need to like finish one off quickly. So they're getting 2 victory points. Oh, whoops, which means we all immediately get 1 stone for every 2 favor cards we have. I have 3, so I get a single stone. Luckily, I do have space for it. That could have been bad. All right, so good. They're going to rest next turn, but let's go ahead and slide Lila off so these 2 foods go away to be placed again. Bumbles falls off and lets me build. What do I want to build? All right, so I want to have a windmill in every clearing, so building another one here wouldn't help at all. Windmill or boathouse, whichever I have fewer of. Yeah, I guess the rest of this doesn't matter. Let's build a market. That's 4 food and 1 stone. I don't know yet if they like that a lot or not, but it's one of the unrevealed ones. And I think I'll pull up the 3rd bunny to get a favor card, because this one's pretty nice. Have at least 3 boathouses. I'm going to try to have that anyway, so why not? And then 1, 2, 3 unique things in that neighborhood, so I'm up to 15. Not bad, not bad. Okay, and then Barrel's going to slide. I'll definitely spend a food to get 3 wood. Love that. And then I'll get him back soon and be able to attack big again. And then Azalea slides and I can walk. Oh, I guess I want to. And I do have 2 icons. Let's go to this area that nobody's really been in yet, because I'm actually ready to build pretty much right away again. All right, and there is a filled clearing. So I think I'm going to take this one that lets me home somebody immediately, which is like I just built a building, but I can put it wherever. Let's put a bunny here, right? Because I'm not going to lose the 5 victory points for not having a windmill there anymore. Although they get 5 victory points for every windmill, but I'm also getting 3 for the neighborhood. So it's not a good idea. All right, so it gets me 3 more. And the bunny got me a honey, which is going to let me build this soon. And I like that to be able to do free build actions with any type of person. I don't think I said this before. Whenever you put a character on a space that like already has its own action type, you can either resolve their lightning bolts or do the thing on the space. But when you put somebody like Dusk down that doesn't have anything, he still gets to do that action, which is exactly what I'm going to try to do soon. Because then Dusk will get me a ton of resources as he slides down. Oh, we also got to fill this back out. Getting back to my sister. She is resting again. And boathouse. Gosh darn it. We would have loved that to be this is the 3-point slot, the 2 or the 1-point slot with the victory things I'm going for. I guess I'll just get the 3 minimum I need and then stop. But okay, they're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 victory points, which I imagine is going to trigger this next thing. Yep, just exactly. So each gets, or not each, just me, gets to house somebody. And here, I might as well do a windmill far away to get another clearing taken care of. Now, should I do a frog? That would get me another card, and then some food, and then another free house, or free homing of an animal. I could do my last rabbit. This is going to be 2 victory points for every building in the biggest neighborhood I have, which right now would be 3. But if I wait a little bit longer, it might be more. Could do the owl, which gets me a stone for every different colored banner I've captured, which is a single one. That doesn't seem worth doing. Yeah, let's actually do the frog for now, since both of these are good later, and I'll just try to work toward that free homing. That seems really good. Although, crud, I got to do 3 mice to get the extra favor card to make that have 8 favors happen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to build this many buildings. Either way, frogs go in here. I get 1 victory point. And who do I want? I do have pretty good wood generation now. This one would give me another building option, another moving option. This one would give me attacking anywhere, but I don't think I have enough swords to make that worthwhile. I mean, bubbles would let me get more food and then let me spend food for stone, which is nice flexibility. Look, I already have so much food generation, but maybe 1 more is good. All right, I'll get bubbles. And by the way, I am in a place with a favor token, so I could grab one of these, but I don't think any of them are good for me. I don't think I'm going to be able to build 5 houses. I don't want to build a ton of town halls since those are some of the most valuable ones to put owls in. I could be in Ancient Echoes at the end of the game. That's probably not too hard to do. I don't want to be in only 4 clearings, and I don't think I'm going to get 3 of every building. Yeah, so let's wait and hope that they clear away one of those. I know none of that was actually my turn because that was just them moving their victory point thing for the rest. So what do I want to do? I guess I could build, right? Got 4 wood. What do I need? Oh, I guess 4 wood and a honey. That would be great, actually. Build the house there. So sure, let's go ahead. Where's my build guy? Spend a wood to build? No. Where's my regular build? Oh, here he is. All right, so I'll do there. So 4 wood and a honey. And I'll take this off. So now I have this space to place to build somebody or just to have more people on the board. And I guess the obvious spot is here, right? To get a free honey right back. And let's get another frog down. That'll set me up for another build in like 2 seconds because I get 2 food. And the next frog will let me home somebody else, so I should be able to kind of fast track these buildings as much as I can. But gosh, if I want to do 3, 6, 7, 8 more people minimum, that's a lot. But that would get me, I think, to my 15 building minimum. It would give me enough time to build windmills. 5 points per building type you don't have at least 2 of. Oh, I forgot about that. So I guess I do want to get a second town hall. I guess I do want to get... I'm going to have 2 windmills. I'm going to have 2 boathouses. I think I already have 1 house. What's left? Houses and... Oh, markets. Yeah, so I could try to get those too. We'll see how it goes. All right, but sister is traveling to me and attacking. Oh, she's already with me. And for a 4, so it's this little 2-1 here. Oh, and crud, I just counted, and somehow I missed one because there are 5 defeated things. So the next one gets a trophy. Shoot. So I need to kill somebody. Do I have a card to do that? Barrel's there, so that's not going to help. I have Zor, and I could attack for every sword. He has 1 and 2 from the thing I built and 1 from the owl, so I could do a 4, so that's definitely enough. But I need to move first, and I don't have any movement. Yeah, I don't have any like free action walkings. All right, so I got to do something, and then hope that they don't attack on their next turn. But we might just be out of luck. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. What if I get Dusk down? Oh, no, he doesn't let me move. I was going to say I could, like, start building. I mean, who moves me? Lila lets me spend a move. If I played her now, I would gather like so much food. Alternatively, I could play Misty. Misty's not really as good in general. All right, so sure. Let's play Lila. I guess like here. I know. I just want her to fall off as quickly as possible. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I'm more than full of food. So good. I should be able to build that market in a second, even though I don't really need it, just to get more things off my board. Okay, I'm not going to use her movement power yet, because let's see what my sister does first. Hopefully not. Gosh darn it. All right, yeah, they're attacking for 15 and then building a town hall. All right, nothing's adjacent to their current area, so they're going to move 1 and then attack the biggest one for 3. And they're building a town hall. I guess I'll like put it there. At the end of their turn. So that one would get them 8. They get the victory points, but nothing else. What do I want? I don't have room for anything, but still, I don't want to give them 8 victory points. Well, let's maybe, I don't know, get a wood, and I can get rid of one of my food for it. Oh, and quite, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I could take a honey as well. Wouldn't be a terrible thing to have an extra action space. Okay, so I'll throw away a food for a wood. And then I guess I'll throw away a food for a honey too, which gives me enough honey to build every remaining spot if I want to. All right. And now here's what happens when the last thing is filled. You put that back to the top. You take away every green-sided token left on the board. And you refill all of these little dangerous spaces with orange sides. Now that one's not, but some of them have much higher values and much higher rewards. There you go, like this one's a 10-8. All right, well, that was something. Might as well build, right? Can I build? Oh, I can build there now. You know, let's get like super, gives me all the resources in the world guy here. So I'll do his build action since he doesn't have a lightning bolt anyway. But then he'll give me like tons of stuff as he slides. So what do I ideally want? Well, now that I realize that I want to have at least 2 of each building type, maybe I'll get a 3rd town hall, but I don't have enough stone for that right now. So here I'll just build the market, I guess. Well, actually, let's build the windmill. No, I don't want to build the windmill because I already have one in this area. So let's build this. Cleared a bunch of resources, but I'll try to get some stone. Okay, where's this going? I guess it's right here for 2 victory points for the neighborhood. I'm going to put my 3rd frog there, which lets me home somebody else. And you know what? I don't need to build that windmill. I can always get a different one. So let's put an owl down. No, let's get a mouse. Let's get them going to get another person and get closer to that extra favor card. So let's go here and get a townhouse. That's 3 victory points. Oh, wait, no, that's right. I don't want it to be a mouse. Hold on. Owl. Owl gets me a townhouse because I am going to, as a free action, grab this, have at least 3 owls in town halls. I'll try to get that one. And that gets me 1 stone per different banner, so I get a single stone. Yay! You know what? Hey, that's enough to build a town hall in a second with 3 stone, 1 wood, 1 food. But I don't think there are any more free homing effects, which means I do need to build my own windmill here. Maybe I can get some more food. I'll do that before I leave. Oh, and that's right. I was gonna shoot. I was planning to use the homing effects to put people on boathouses, because I definitely don't have 3 of those. I only have 1. Oh, there's way too much stuff to build. We'll see how we do. All right, they are... Oh, good. They're getting rid of some favor and then attacking. Favor, so that'll go away in a second. What's this have? At least 2 owls and 2 rabbits in the same clearing? Do I have... no. All my rabbits are in like clearings that are already finished. That's not going to be possible. Have at least 3 frogs in boathouses. I have none. I'm not going to do that many more frogs. Miner's Rest and Greenleaf are both full. One of those is true, but the other one is not full even in the slightest, although actually building there would be like a good thing, so maybe I'll grab that one, because this gives me a ton of space to like build and build and build and build. This guy's attacking for... Oh, I forgot to put one there. So he'll get this one for 3 points. Or she, that's right, it's my sister. And I was thinking I would build right away with Russell, but look, I'd have to spend my only stone, and then I wouldn't have enough of anything to build. All right, so let's do the slide action. So I can spend a food to gather 3 wood. Yes, right? And then I can walk up to 3. Do I want to go like over here for now? I mean, sure. I can probably come back later. And this guy's close to building. She'll let me walk later. Okay, and here I can gather 2 wood, 2 food, or 1 stone. Let's maybe get the 2 food to finish off that. And all right. And Sis is almost, there we go. That's 5. Okay, so hero 5 and build a house. Stop building. All right, hero I don't really care about. And build a house is okay. We'll just fill that one in. There are currently 3 trophies left before the game ends. And both of these clearings are within 2 of being finished. So I should be able to like swoop in if they build the second to last one and get the last one for myself. But for now, I just want to build here in this big area for a while. I don't think I'm going to need to attack for a while. So let's actually put barrel down to build one, and then I can get some more wood in a second. And I guess I'll finish this up with all this food and such. Put a windmill here. And now let's do a mouse and start working towards getting another favor card from having 3 mice down. Only gets me 1 victory point. And you know what? I am going to take this favor with my tokens. There's only 1 token left on the board, and the one, if I put down 3 mice, that'll get me to the 8 I want for my victory condition. So yeah, I got to try to finish the clearing that I'm in right now. I have exactly 2 boathouses in Wanderer's Way. I probably have 0. Yep, I have 0. Have the same number of markets and boathouses. I mean, who knows? All right, but sister is resting, so we now have markets. So what's the best one for me? Oh, houses, interesting. And then 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's 44. And I'm getting 2 victory points for every different clearing where I have at least 1 building built, which somehow, this is kind of funny, is everywhere except for the starting place. So it's 5 clearings, I get 10 points. Nice little bump there to 35, still behind. Oh, I forgot to get somebody from the mouse, didn't I? Oh, this guy's kind of good. Look, whenever he slides, I gather 1 stone per stone showing, which actually Dusk does have 1 of, and so does he. And then whenever I walk 4, I can build 1, which if I get like 1 more person down, might be doable. Or, I mean, Twitch would let me do it, but this is the last guy I'm going to get. I don't have any more fireplace things. Oh, wait a second. Return 2 heroes from your fellowship board to your hand. That would let me like really quickly get build actions back. But I kind of like this guy. All right, so I'm actually going to ignore this because there's really no more heroes I can get for the rest of the game. So I'm just going to ignore any sister instructions that refer to heroes because it definitely does not matter at this point. But I still care about favors. I can still get a few more of those. All right, but anyway, that was the sister's turn. I was just retroactively doing something for my turn. All right, so what do I want to do? I could build something with wood this turn and then just get a ton of food in a second. So what is 4 wood or 4 wood and a stone build? Houses or boathouses? Oh, this is actually really good. So let's build a boathouse for my... Oh, wait, how am I building? Can't just do whatever I want. I think I need to slide that guy off. Yeah, so let's do a slide. All right, so I'll get to build with him. So all of that gets me a boathouse. Put it over here. Put a mouse here. That's worth 2. Mouse gets me 2 wood right back. Okay, then she slides off. What do I want to get here? Oh, if I get food, I can also get wood because I'm about to trigger him. So yeah, so let's get 2 food, and then I'll spend 1 of it as this guy slides to end up with 1 food and 3 wood. Oh, which gives me enough wood to build something again in a second. All right, sis. They're doing a hero. We don't care. And then an attack. I guess I'd rather this one be cheaper to move to if I need to, so I'll have him kill this since they're tied. Wait a second, that's definitely on its green side. Ah, there we go. That's better for him. I get 3 more, and this keeps sliding down. All right, so I want to build again. I guess I'll do my build and then fall off build guy, Bumbles. What do I actually need? Well, let's see. For this one, I do want at least 2 houses, and 4 wood builds 2 houses, so let's go ahead and do that to get a house right here. It's going to give me 3 more victory points once I put a person there. Who do I want to do? My rabbit will just give me some victory points. My owl gets... Oh, no, I want to save the owl for a townhouse if possible. Well, I got to do 2 of them anyway. Oh, and the mouse gets me favor. Do I have any favors I want right now? Oh, what's this one? Have at least 1 boathouse, 1 house, 1 market, and 1 windmill in the same clearing. I'm about to have all of those except a market, and I think I need to build 1 more market. I do not need to build any more markets. Maybe not. Although, I mean, whatever. It's one that's easy to get, so I'll take it. Oh, and sorry, that was putting out the mouse, of course. All right, I have the 1 token left on the board. Have at least 1 windmill and exactly 3 clearings. No, I already have more than that. Have exactly 14 buildings. I'm trying to have more than that. Have the same number of markets and boathouses. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I could try to make that one happen. I don't know. I mean, at minimum, I want to build at least 3 more things. So that's actually more doable. Maybe I can build more than that. We'll see what happens. All right, sis. Hero. We don't care. We're just skipping their entire turn because the heroes are all done with. All right, I need some more resources. I could put out Lila again to gather a bunch. Oh, no, Bubbles is the best, right? Because he can also get me stone. And yeah, I don't care about attacking that much, so let's put him all the way over here. So I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 food. Oh, and I can actually hold it all. Very nice. I think next turn I'll place somebody here to build and then slide everybody to build again. And then I can place somebody here again to build. And every time I slide, I'm going to be getting a billion resources, especially if I trade in food for wood and stone. Should be good. All right. Favor 3. Okay, that's good. They're going to clear some of those and then build a market. Don't like that. All right, so favor 3, and that one goes away. Come on, give me something that is nice for my last one. Have at least 3 villagers of each type. I already got that. It's worth 12. Give me a break. Home exactly 3 rabbits. Nope. So yeah, I'm going to grab that. Oh, and I better do it soon because they are building a market. So I got to move in and build. Did I play? Crud, I didn't play anybody that moves. I really should have been ready to finish that off. Dang it. All right, well, what if I... Shoot. Where's my walking people? They can let me walk, but then I can't build. Or can I build? No, not anybody lets me build. What if I play Lila just to build instead of getting food? Because I have one person who can get me food, and then I can walk immediately. But I have to do the resolve on play thing before I can move, so I'm going to have to hope they just don't build on their turn. Okay, so I'm doing a build instead of her lightning bolt. And for that one card I just got, I want a market. So let's do 4 food and 1 stone. All right, so that'll finish off that card that won like a little bit of everything. And let's do, I still don't want to do my rabbit, because if I can like get a couple more buildings here, I'm going to get so many victory points from their thing. Maybe the owl or the mouse will get me a ton of wood, so I can just build again over there in a second. Yeah, let's maybe do that. I'll do the mouse, and it's just mouse home over there. I get 1 wood for every favor card I have, which is 7, so I'm going to be overly full of wood. But, I wanted to have enough whatever to run over and build in a second, so that's not the worst thing. Oh, if I build another mouse right now, by the way, I get 1 victory point for every wood I have. So if I can, like, build this, then I would get 7 victory points. Speaking of, I get 4 for the building I just built. All right, come on, you butt, don't. Yes, attack. Love it. So moving 2 to here and attacking, what, 5? So one of these is the best. I guess I'll open up my own paths with this. Gets them 3 victory points. Oh, I forgot that when we get to 62, we get another free homing. That'll help me out for all these random things I'm going for. All right, yeah, things are getting close. Okay, so before I do anything, I'm going to spend food to walk up to 1, 2, 3, but I only need 1. Oh, and there's my last favor, which is going to be this one. Let's grab it. Now we don't care about favor either, because there's no way to get any more. But that was a free 12 victory points, and I also got... have exactly 8 favor cards, so that's 19 victory points right there. Then for my actual action, I'm going to build with this guy falling off. Oh, I don't have 4 food. All right, so I guess I'll do 4 wood and a stone. I'll try to get some more stone back, because I still don't really have almost any boathouses. All right, that gets me a boathouse. And let's go and do an owl there. I don't have as much wood as I would want for that other effect. So that gets me just 2 victory points. But then it finishes a clearing. Oh, I still got to do all my sliding. Hold on. So I know I'm about to get 2 stone. I won't have enough stone for a townhouse. Okay, so let's get... should I get more food? Because then I can trade it in for stone with that guy. Yeah, so I'm going to get 2... or no, that won't be enough. Oh, that will be enough stone with the tile. Okay, so I'm getting 2 food. Then I'm spending 1 food to get 3 wood. I don't think I'm going to have room for everything. She does nothing. I can spend 2 food to gather 2 stone, which I will. Oh, nice. I have exactly enough room to take this for 5 victory points and 2 stone. Which means, yeah, I'm ready to build again in like a second. That is great. I can probably build multiple times. I just got to get back to my original clearing, which she should help me out with pretty easily. All right, crisis averted there. Favor, we don't care, but they are building a windmill. Oh, I could actually potentially steal that for my own uses. To get a windmill in that clearing if I want. And by the way, I do have 3 boathouses now, so that... Okay, well, I mean, let's see, actually. So that one's done. Let me just put the ones that are already done aside. I do have a clearing with all 4 of those building types. This is going to be full in a second, so I won't count as done yet. I need 1 more town hall with an owl. I have 3 boathouses, so that's already done. That one's just going to keep on scoring. I currently have 4 windmills and 3 boathouses. So I still want to get the other windmills for that one special thing, but then I can just build some more boathouses. I do have exactly 8 favor cards. That one's good. I need to finish the rabbits and the owls. Okay, so these are the ones I'm still working on. All right, so let's put my regular builder guy here to build. And then I'll get to build again in a second. Oh, I need to move first. Let me use one of my 2 remaining food on Lila's ability to get over here. Now, what are the chances they'll build here as well? They would have to draw the card that moves them to my clearing and then build. So I should be safe to build here and then build again next turn. All right, and I want to do the town hall with the last owl, right? So that's 3 stone, 1 wood, 1 food. He gets more food back. Gets a town hall here, which is going to get me 5 victory points, 1 of each type. Max you can get for 1 building or home placement. Then I'm going to put an owl out. That locks in, where was it? Have at least 3 owls in town halls is good. And then I get 3 victory points per different banner color I have, a whopping 3. Yeah, this is the most aggressive I've ever been in a not fighting at all game. All right, and Sister's about to rest, but first travel 3, build a town hall crud. That gets them right here. Oh, man, the game's about to end, potentially, y'all. Okay, build a town hall there. Now, I could try to run in, but first I want to finish the thing I'm in. I mean, they're about to rest. Is there any way for me to build and move? I can't use her to move anymore because I can build this turn and then like run over and build again. I don't know if there's any way to do that. Ooh. What if I play Azalea, not to gather, but to build, which will then... No, crud. I was going to say it would let me walk when she slides, but he'll have already fallen off, so that won't do it. Yeah, and this guy I was liking, I don't really have any way to walk for. Crud. Is there any way to do this? Yeah, I don't see any way to do it. I don't even know if I'll have enough resources to build again anyway. So let's actually do a slide, I guess. What do I want to build right now? Anything for these, more boathouses, anything for that. So I just want more boathouses, and that's wood and stone, which I have. All right, so I'll slide. Okay, so Dusk is going to get me 2 food, mainly for the conversion abilities. Bumbles will let me build. I'm going to do 4 wood and a stone for a boathouse, which is going to finish a clearing. I'm going to put my last rabbit, because heck yes. So I'm getting 5 victory points for 5 different types of buildings. There's 2 boathouses, so I don't score that twice, which will let me house in a moment. But let's finish this up. And then additionally, I'm getting 2 victory points for my biggest neighborhood for each thing there. Just friggin' 12 more. Let's go, y'all. This is the best I've done. That's 76, right? Okay, and then I get to house somebody else, which I think will actually be the frog, so I can maybe build again if I can move somewhere. And I guess I want to get another windmill, right? Because that's worth... Well, it's worth 5 to me, but then minus 5 to me, and it's not really like a good spot for it. I mean, actually, if I go here again, that's going to get me... It's 1, 2, 3... I have 4 water places, and oh, crud, only 4 windmills. So never mind, it wouldn't score for me again. Unless I can somehow, like, get up here and build a windmill or something. Yes, maybe I'll give up on trying to get over there. I don't know, y'all. So sure, I'll just go here and get 5 more victory points. Ooh, this lets me... When you reach that, you can take an action of anybody on your board. So if I can get, like, a building person out, that might work. Yeah, I don't know, I might have played this wrong. But I'm in 5 clearing, so I get 5 food from that guy. And 4 food is what I need to build a windmill, so we'll see if we have the chance. We go first in the game, which means once the game end is triggered, if the AI triggers it, then the game ends immediately. We don't get to do anything. It also fills a clearing, so I'll take the 8 victory point one, just because, yeah, it's more victory points. And that was still just my first slides, right? So this guy gets me 3 wood. Do I want that? Resources and stuff are worth nothing at the end. The only end game scoring you do is with your favor cards. Okay, Lila does nothing, and Bubbles, yeah, I can spend 2 for 2 stone, who cares? That just gives me maximum options to build anything except a town hall. And then the AI is resting, and they're flipping the last one we already know about, but now they get more victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that takes them to 59. Man, I'm way ahead. This is weird. All right, now how can I friggin' move and build? How can I move and build? I wish she was not full up of stuff. And I think, honestly, the best I can hope for is to them not to finish the clearing off, so I'll get another turn. So I'll move 2. And I know that if they finish this off, the game's over anyway, so I'll move there and hope that they either move around and build or don't get a build card at all. Let's see. Nope. Oh, they're double building. Wow. All right, so they put a windmill here, and then they jump over here, and they put a market. Doesn't really matter. But they do take that for 5 victory points. And that's the end of the game immediately. All right, so let's go to final scoring. I think I have to have destroyed them because I got lucky some turns when they didn't build. I just got a ton of stuff down. All right, let's just do their bonus scoring first. All right, so they would get 4 points if I had fewer than 4 trophies. I have 4, so nothing for them. They get 10 points if I have fewer than 15 buildings. I have 4, that's 14, 18 buildings. So nope, nothing there. 5 points per building type you do not have at least 2 of. I feel like I'm good. I know windmills, town halls are fine. Markets, yeah, I've got a couple more of those. Houses, yep, I got at least 2 of those. I think I'm good. I got all of them. So nothing there. And 5 points for clearing where you do not have at least 1 windmill. They did get me twice there, so that's 10 points for them. Okay, now their big annoying scoring is scoring points for my buildings. Okay, so they get 5 points for every windmill. That was 4 for 20. So they already passed me for the moment, but don't forget, I still get my favor cards. Okay, 4 points for every town hall. That was just the 3 with owls, right? Yep, so that's 12. All right, so they're at 106. Here, we can swap these out. 3 points for every boathouse. Yes, I got 5 of those, I forgot, so that's 15 more. So they're at 121. 2 points for each market. Looks like I had 4 of those, so that's 8. And 1 point for each house, which is exactly 2. So they got to 131. Oh, that's super weird. My last game on normal, they got exactly 131 as well, but hopefully my score is way higher because I have a billion of these. All right. 3 points per windmill or boathouse, whichever you have fewer of. That ended up being windmills with only 4, so that's 12. All right, so that's 101 for me. Oh, this is going to be a joke. Clearly, I got it. All right, did get all my owls and rabbits, so that's 8 more. Almost every clearing was filled, but yes, both of those were filled, so that's 8 more. I had exactly 3 owls in town halls, so there we go. I did have 8 favor cards. So I've already won, but let's see how much more we won by. I did have at least 3 boat houses for 42. I did have a clearing with everything for 47. And I definitely have more than 3 of each villager type. So 159, that's a new high score for me. And they were left pretty far behind, but I got lucky several times, as I said. But also, if I was playing on very hard, they would have had a second advanced favor card, and ultimately they would have had 2 more advanced favor cards, which, remember, would not just have given me another way I had to like kind of avoid messing up for them to score, but also would have given them an extra 2 points every time they rested, which I think was 5 times. So 2 or more of these would have been like at least 20 more points, which would put them a lot closer to me, and that's not even counting what was actually on the cards. But the fox feasts upon the tortoise, or turtle, whichever one that is. Not really. This is not a violent game. But that was Emberleaf's solo mode. I hope you enjoyed that. And I should have a review of this one in another week or 2 once I play the game some more. But thanks for watching, everybody. And a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Pedro Lucas, Nick Skeen, Miles, Wayne Scott, Steve Wren, and KCW. We'll see you at the next stop.